Hi, this is Jeff Wimmer from Studio Cycles and StudioCycles.com. It is Sunday, November 17th, 2012. And in this short YouTube video, I want to talk about the best indoor group cycles or spinning bikes under $500. First of all, there aren't really many used commercial indoor group cycles or any used spinner branded models under $500 for most companies in the free world, because $350 to $450 for a used commercial bike from a used fitness equipment company typically will get you a bike that has been in a club for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or more years. The club has, they've squeezed the life out of the bikes, and then they've been bought up by used fitness equipment companies. And typically used fitness equipment companies, particularly with bikes under $500, they don't do anything to the bikes. They don't give you any kind of a warranty. And typically what you're buying is you're buying a bike that's been in a club with the life being beat out of it daily for years and years and years, and then purchased by used fitness equipment companies. And typically what they do is they'll say that the bike's been inspected, or the bike's been cleaned and serviced, or $500 and under for a used indoor group cycle typically doesn't get you much of anything these days. And you can typically gauge that by the warranty that's provided with the bike or lack thereof. Now we have used indoor group cycles that we come across, and we'll put them in our stores for $500 or $600. And we have the only indoor group cycling specific retail stores in the world, one in Venice and one in Laguna, Niguel down in Orange County. And you can go to our website, StudioCycles.com, and click on locations for the store particulars. But by the time we add the cost to ship the bike and the rebuild process and clip pedals, a lot of times the bikes aren't worth putting on the website to sell because the price is too high. We oftentimes come across bikes that will, like right now, as of today, November 17th, 2012, we have some IC Pros that are 2011, 2012s that we got in, and we rebuilt them, put brand new $100 pedals on them. Those are on our website at $7.99 with free shipping, free $100 pedals, and lifetime parts replacement. But typically for us, by the time we bead blast, powder coat, rebuild, put on the new parts, the new pedals, and include our lifetime warranty, the bikes typically need to resell in the $800 to $1,000 range. So you'll find tons of used bikes, eBay, Craigslist, Backpage, tons of just unscrupulous, nefarious resellers on a business level that get these bikes, fluff them up, and sell them to you. And you're basically adopting a bike that, even for a company like us, and we specialize in indoor bikes, bikes that are 5 to 10 years old that have been in a commercial setting, they're extremely challenging to take apart to rebuild. So I think for a consumer to do that, even for, a tool-time guy, with who can rebuild his Chevy, taking apart a commercial used indoor group cycle, taking a bottom bracket out, taking flywheels off the bike, replacing flywheel bearings, even pulling the cranks off, or even sometimes just getting the hardware off to pull the chain guard off to take a crank off to replace a bottom bracket, is challenging or even impossible for the best conventional wisdom-based home mechanics. So used indoor group cycles under $500 is pretty much a major league crapshoot. You're better off buying something like we have the 2012 and the 2013 spinner sprints at $7.99. It's just categorized as a home bike, but after we do our optimization process, and we do a lifetime warranty on the spinner sprint at $7.99, that's a great choice. We have Star Trek Spinner NXTs completely rebuilt at $1,000 shipped. fresh paint, fresh everything, fresh pedals, lifetime parts replacement for residential customers, and we do new bike warranties on most of our refurbished bikes for commercial buyers. But you're taking a major gamble buying a used spin bike under $500. You're better off looking at potentially a home bike at spinning.com, like the Spinner Fit or the Spinner Sport. But if you're over 220 to 250 pounds, forget it. You'll fold up bikes like that like a lawn chair. If you want a bike that you can beat the crap out of for the next 10 to 20 years, you've got to buy a commercial bike, and you've got to buy a commercial bike that's been professionally refurbished with a lengthy, meaningful warranty. And you can call me directly. I own the company, I own the stores, but I ride and tune every single bike that goes through my company. And you can look around here and see we are an indoor group cycling. We are an indoor cycling specific company. But you can call me directly. Two numbers you can call from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. Home office is 888-909-BIKE. Cell phone is 818-470-2204. I'd be happy to speak to you. I don't invite people to call me so I can take their credit cards and try to get a bike sale out of them. In fact, I rarely take sales over the phone. But you call me and talk to me directly. I am considered the most knowledgeable indoor bike person in the world. I've been doing this longer than anybody. I've written all the important technical manuals for the indoor cycling industry. I've taught thousands of classes. We carry the big four: Schwinn, Star Trek, Kaiser, and Le Mans. We had Free Motion for about 3 months and we dropped them. They just weren't selling. They were extremely difficult to work on and optimize. So we're not carrying Free Motion any longer. But we carry Star Trek, Schwinn, Kaiser, Le Mans, new, certified pre-owned. We're the only company in the world where when you buy a bike from us from our website, we take it out of the box, we do a disassembly, we optimize the bike from the inside out, then the bike is fully assembled. Then I personally ride and tune every single bike, and then we do a partial disassembly. We overpackage our bikes and we ship our bikes. Now, as of November 15th, 2012, we are shipping exclusively with FedEx. We are just done with UPS and their archaic, just the whole methodology of, and this doesn't stand for every single person who wears a brown uniform and drives a brown truck, but for us, our experience with UPS, having moved to this larger 15,000 square foot warehouse, has been absolutely nightmarish, just nightmarish. So no more UPS, FedEx for us from now on. And a lot of companies that ship bikes for free ship with freight companies, and freight companies are cheaper and they tend to take longer, and that's when the big 18-wheeler pulls into your residential neighborhood and they honk the horn and say, come on out and get your box from the truck. FedEx, I think it's a little more personal. They get the bikes right to your front door. But you can call me, like I said, 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 310-664-1375, 888-909-BIKE, 818-470-2204. Remember, we have the only indoor cycling specific retail stores in the world. We carry 35 to 50 bikes in each store. The stores are run by people who know what they're doing and they know about the bikes. If you're a commercial facility and you want to test the best bikes side by side, this would be the place to come. We have all the best bikes under one roof, built, tuned, Schwinn, Star Trek, Kaiser, Le Mans. We even have the Free Motion bikes, even the Carbon Drive, which I think, just my own personal experience, is way overrated. They're claiming that it's a belt that feels like a chain, which is just ridiculous. I think if you're going to have a chain-driven bike, you should feel nothing. And that's the downside of belt drive bikes, is you feel nothing and there's no aggressive inertia production. So, this is it. This is the StudioCycles.com warehouse. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck to you on your road to health and fitness.